To begin with, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Just, can I get a slide changer? Slide changer, please. Jazakallah khair. Yeah, one time I'm already having. Okay. Okay. I would like to extend a sincere gratitude to the Rahnuma Foundation team for inviting me for such a wonderful topic, that to entrepreneurship for doctors or healthcare. I'm honored to be here in front of this thoughtful audience, and I'm happy to share dice with the beautiful brains of our community. One of them is my master, Dr. Farooq Lokhande sir from Mumbai, with whom I worked in Saifi Hospital in my earlier stage of my career, and I learned nuances of spine surgery from him. And another one is Dr. Majed sir, my mentor and a renowned neurologist from Aurangabad. So when this Rahnuma Foundation people team asked me to prepare a PPT on this entrepreneur, I thought of mixing both to make a PPT in such a way so that the existing successful entrepreneurs sitting here to inspire them, as well as the budding entrepreneurs sitting here to inspire them. So my time begins now. So friends, why entrepreneurship is a very important topic. I'm not able to change. So why entrepreneurship? So they say, why do you work so hard? And I reply, I want my children to inherit businesses, land and properties, not just pain, struggle and trauma. Because if you don't build your dreams, someone else will come and someone else will hire you to help them build others. Can you people see it here from here? Yeah, it was Dhirubhai Ambani. And it is in our DNA to build basically whatever we want to build. As a man, if you don't hustle or build something meaningful, you will get depressed. I'm in love with this quotation. From this Nelson Mandela. I never lose. I either win or I learn. So this is the why to win then. We should win to earn respect, love, happiness. This is the Mumbai, which was literally stopped when this Indian cricket team won this World Cup T20. It was Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm in love with this quotation. He defined this success to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. This is important point. Sorry, sir. This is important point related with doctors to know even one life has breathed easier because you have life. This is to have succeed. So this is my journey. As Dr. Saif rightly described, I came in 2007 to Aurangabad, and after coming to Aurangabad, I went to meet Dr. Abdul Majid sir. He suggested the benefit of your capabilities and abilities should reach to all the caste and communities of the society. And he suggested me to join Manik Hospital. I went and joined Manik Hospital. After spending 4 years there, we thought of starting our own hospital, and we landed at this Kushal Nagar in Jalna Road. And we have started this hospital, 10-bed hospital, single specialty orthopedic spine in 2011. And when I is replaced by V, even illness become wellness. So one by one, I along with my wife use all our Jama Punji and started this setup. After again suggestion by Dr. Majed sir, my dear friend, Dr. Junaid and his wife, general surgeon and ENT surgeon joined me. And after a few years down the lane, then came the time my second brother-in-law, Dr. Imran Deshmukh, after completion of his fellowship in ophthalmology emulsification, and his pathology wife came to strengthen my hands. Then came the time for Rizwan Deshmukh, after completion of an intensivist physician course, Farhan Deshmukh. And these are my supportive system, Dr. Farooq, Dr. Amol, these are my anesthetists and orthopedic colleagues. After spending few times, then suddenly one idea came to my father-in-law. He's a visionary and academician and an insightful personality, Dr. Sharif Deshmukh. He's a professor of maths in King Saud University, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He got the idea of starting a multi-specialty center in Aurangabad, and my sister-in-law supported Dr. Sita Deshmukh, and the we became partners, and we have purchased land. And the good thing, we hired one agency from Bangalore. One important point we should all remember, for hospital construction, we hired one hospital group from Bangalore, and they guided us. They gave us such a good map. They did construction as per NABH and the Clinical Establishment Act, so that now we are going for a clinical NABH. We need not to do any todpod in our hospital. We are doing only paperwork. So this is our journey, and our principle was, our philosophy was tawakkal to Allah. This I inherited from my father. Put your trust in Allah, and sufficient is Allah as a disposer of affairs, disposers of affairs. And this is my favorite author from Pakistan, Nimra Ahmed, who mentioned that tawakkul वो रास्ता है जिसके जरिए आग ठंडी कर दी जाती है, जो एडियो से जमदम निकलवा देता है, जो दरिया में रास्ता बनवा देता है, जो यूसुफ को याकूब से मिलवा देता है, जो शदीद तूफान में कश्ती है नूह पार लगा देता है। तो फिर क्या तुम अपने रब पर तवक्कुल नहीं करोगे, जो नामुमकिन को मुमकिन करने की कुदरत रखता है? So believe me, friends, you must put your trust in Allah, but before that you must tie your camel. Our inspirations was, this is Al-Baik. You all know about Al-Baik. It's a multi-million empire secret from Quran. And what was the secret? The secret, I feel, is the wealth secret for all the Muslim entrepreneurs. I feel this point. And so what was the secret? Sadqa, consistent, significant and sincere. And they offered free meals during harsh time in the Corona period. And the third one, maintain affordable prices. They pledged to give $1 or 1 riyal for each meal, and they later on extended it to 2 riyals for each meal. And that was the inspiration for us. So why sadqa? Because it is Quran who says that this is the Quranic secret of generating abundance. Who is it that who would loan Allah a goodly loan so that he may multiply it for him many times over? And it is Allah who withholds and grant abundance, and to him you will be returned. It is the hadith which says that the wealth of a man will not diminish by sadqa. So this is the Quranic secret of generating abundance for all the entrepreneurs sitting here. Another inspiration is from our Kerala person. This is Mr. M.P. Ahmed. He is generating in 30 years of time period 51,000 crore of global almost jewelry brand. This is Malabar Gold. And his vision was again not just profit. He plays to giving. He believes in giving back. That to 5% of his company's net profit go towards all the corporate social responsibility. So sadqa invites barakah, sadqa safeguards your wealth, and sadqa fosters customer loyalty. Usually in OPD practice, IPD also, I suggest patient to give sadqa to cure your diseases, because Prophet said, sadqa dekar apne bimaro ko ilaj karo. So another important point I want to emphasize on this consistency is a very important point. I am again in love with this quote by Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The most beloved action to Allah are those performed consistently, even if they are few. Very important point to remember. And it was the basketball coach from Oklahoma University. You don't have to be great or successful to be consistent, but you need to be consistent to be great or successful. This is a rule of 100. Everyone should utilize this rule of 100. If you have spent 100 hours a year in a discipline, which is to say almost 18 minutes a day, you will be better than 95% of the world in this discipline, particular discipline. We are having our hospital values. Our motto was the patient first, and it is to create a world-class medical facility with affordability and compassion. And how you can achieve it? We can achieve it by prioritizing patient-centered designs and operations, by designing creative layouts, by streamlining workflow, and implementing technology. Very important point to remember, that enhances patient care and experience. And focus on building a strong team of healthcare professionals and administrators who share your vision for delivering high quality and compassionate care. Dear friends, this is a very good book I went through last month by an entrepreneur from Aurangabad, Dr. Shilpa Totla. And she has mentioned that a business is like a human body. When one organ collapses, the whole system suffers. And she emphasizes on these 7 areas. You need to slowly delegate, automate, and systematize these 7 areas. And that's how business stop being people dependent and start becoming system dependent. And what are these areas? These are one by one, we will see it. Marketing, administration, operations, finance, human resource, customer services, R&D, and I have included one leadership also in it. So related to marketing, we know that there are several challenges in marketing, but there are several opportunities also in the marketing. Like we know that use social media to advantage, but wide reach, but can backfire at times. Physical marketing, you can hire PRO, but if you are in non-cut practice, usually doctors and GPs don't entertain your PRO. This is the most important strategy we follow. mouth-to-mouth spray, most effective but slow bus, but it will make difference in your practice. In hospital marketing, it's cost effective. You can put videos of surgery videos and other things. Print and digital media, expensive, but it's still effective. Regarding this administration of the hospital, very beautiful research, Kelly's School of Business showed that high EQ outperform those with than those who are having high IQ. Emotional quotient makes difference. And this is again, they say that the university I says that the transformation leadership directly to the emotional quotient. Do you feel doctors are having high EQ or low EQ? What do you say? I strongly believe doctors are having high EQ. I'll say why they are having high EQ. If this holds true in IT firms and multinationals, if holds twice as true in the hospitals, because here we are not just managing performances, you are managing pain, you are managing lives of patients. I'm sorry. So we are managing, again, I would like to quote a Harvard study that mentioned that high EQ associated with 31% more production of the entrepreneurs, 3 times more likely to stay with the company, and the 45% more likely to go beyond their roles. Why I said this doctors are having high EQ, the reason is that when I was in my first MBBS, I went to this poem by a revolutionary poetess from this Parveen Shakir from Pakistan, and she has written something good about doctors. And she was mentioned in this poem that she wanted to write something about doctors. She was talking to one doctor, and suddenly one injured patient came, and the doctor was there smiling. He was telling कि बीबी इस तरह तो रोज होता है, कोई कहाँ तक परेशान हो, कौन दूसरों के दुख मोल ले, रोज की बात है, छोड़िए भी इसे आए बातें करें. मैं फरिश्तों के पर से तराशे हुए नर्म आबी लिबादे में मलबूस इंसान को देखती रह गई. मुझको लोगों ने समझाया, देखो सुनो, ये मसीहा है, इनके लिए भी मौत भी एक आम सा वाक़या है, क़यामत नहीं, चारा साज़ी की मंजिल मुबारक ही नहीं. पर यहाँ तक ये जिस राह से आए हैं, इस पे हर मोड़ पर इनके दिल इनके पैरों तले आए हैं. नरम हसास दिल के और चारा साज़ी खरीदी गई है, और ये कीमत बहुत ही बड़ी है, बहुत ही बड़ी. Strongly I feel कि doctors are having very strong emotional quotient which is needed for all the entrepreneurs to succeed or excel in their career. These are the various brands. We give liberty to all our consultant doctors to make their own logos as per their values, and we implement it. Regarding planning and team building, it was Franklin Roosevelt who mentioned that I am not the smartest fellow in the world, but I can assure you pick smart colleagues. So you must lead by example, build a good team, delegate responsibilities and accountability, be aware of the situation and be in control. Thank you. You did a good job. Organization is all about people. If you take care of your people in good and bad times, and they will stand by you during your bad times. I remember during COVID time, we were not able to pay the dues to our staff. So we requested them to just be with us. Whenever we'll bounce back, we will repay your loans, and by the grace of Almighty, we repaid all the dues, and those staffs are still with us in our good days, good times. Whenever I used to traveling through Jet Airways long back, 8-10 years back, whenever I'm reaching Mumbai, I used to look for Mr. Naresh Goyal, where he's sitting over here. How this, without being him there, how these Jet Airlines are managing so nicely all the systems. And I never found him sitting there. And I used to think, can we replicate the same things in the hospital also? And it was difficult. And this quote just stuck to my mind by Dr. Shilpa Tutlage. If your hospital can't run without you, you are not leading, you're just babysitting. This is a very important quote. And 5 months back when my car met with an accident, and I was bedridden for almost 2 months. At that time I realized this 2 months revenue was more than that of my normal revenue. So I feel we can do like this. We can run our hospital without we being there. Important point for the doctor or all the entrepreneurs to consider. So do we really need systems? Yes, we need really systems, because working hard in your business without system and the processes is like pedaling a bicycle on the highway. And if you want to reach your business goal faster, you need to build a dream team. Very important point to remember, you must have a dream team. You need to support, set up all departments, have proper systems to say, can function without you. you need to implement efficient marketing and sales strategy to achieve consistent sales and increase revenue. We are deficient of in this thing in the marketing. The very good study by McKinsey Healthcare, they say that hospital with strong operational system see 27% higher patient satisfaction. This is very important. At the end, you need to have a good patient satisfaction and 34% lower employee turnover. This is again very important for any organization to sustain, because you train the staff and they leave you and you are stuck up again. Regarding operations, decision fatigue kills peak performance. Very important point to remember. And successful if you automate decisions that don't matter. We all know that we cannot be available 24/7. So you must delegate few decision taking to trusted team members. In fact, we give the financial decisions also. We'll let the financial decision also to delegate it to a few of our admins and the OT in charge. They can take decisions on their own. There are two types of practice for the entrepreneurs. One, you charge higher amounts and do less cases and enjoy your life. Second thing, you do high volume in a less amount. So by the policy, usually this Arvind Hospital, Narayana, Rudralaya, and the Ganga Hospital are doing it. And we are strongly believer of this practice. High volume to essential to reduce cost. You can do whatever you want to do as per your thinking. Financing regarding, there are several challenges, you know that, cost, real estate, civil structure, medical equipment, but there are several opportunities also, like starting small and build client base, which we did in our early practice, self-financing, which we did, teaming up, banking, rental or leasing. This is our cath lab. When Dr. Rizwan came after completion of my eldest brother-in-law, we thought of starting a cath lab in our hospital, and so we were against the loan. So we went for this leasing, and this is all our directors of our hospital doing happily inaugurating the cath lab, because we were knowing the potential of Dr. Rizwan Deshmukh. And we are enjoying it also nowadays. So why lease? Lease is allowed in Islam under the ijara provided. It does not involve interest, ownership, and the risk are with the lessors, and the clear terms involve a lawful asset. But I'll suggest we should think of this takaful, that is the insurance, Islamic insurance. It is not available in India, but it is based on mutual cooperation, shared responsibilities, no interest or gambling. It is not available in India, but Mumbai, they have started one mutual assurance uplift mutual brotherly consent based on this all takaful, but it is not regulated by IRDI. But my future points, I will recommend, I'll suggest you all people, should think of starting here on a pilot basis. First in our hospital, then for our staff, then for our colleagues, and later on a large scale for our community, because our community needs it a lot, in fact, regarding this health insurance. How to hire the employees, and we rigidly follow this Quranic principle, and that says that the best one you can hire is the strong and the trustworthy. Strong in sense of skill and qualification, and the trustworthy in sense of integrity and reliability. It was Warren Buffett who mentioned that look for the three things in a person: intelligence, energy, and integrity. If they don't have the last one, don't even bother with the first two. So we follow this principle. Even we are having few staff, they are having average in work, but they are having honest and they are having integrity, so we are retaining them at that cost. We must not forget this principle of give the workers his wages before his sweat dries. These are the Quranic principle for all the HRs. Give full wages and wait in justice. Do not deprive people of their due. Oh, you believe, fulfill all contracts. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, fulfill all contracts, and do not deprive people of their dues, and do not commit abuse on the earth, spreading corruption. On each 15th of each month, we try to clear all the dues of our hospital. Regarding customer services, again, I like this quotation quite well. To give real services, you must add something which cannot be bought or measured with money, and that is the sincerity and integrity. It was Douglas Adam. So, consider taking the cue from this quote, we have started several measures in our hospital, like we offer drinking water bottle as soon as patient come at the reception. We offer umbrellas for OPD and IPD patient. Daily we offer tea and biscuit to our patients, and we keep the Quran's Urdu translation for the patient to keep, free vaccination camps, free OPD, and the staff training. These are the various activities we do under the charity. These are all our staff doing charity activities, and all done by hospital as well by my foundation, by my father's name. And it is the president is my noble mother, retired headmistress from Permani. So dear friends, customer services, very important point to ponder on. The Prophet ﷺ said, should I not tell you who will be forbidden from the fire? Every gentle, soft-hearted and kind person. So in customer services and OPD, be kind, be genuine, show empathy, not sympathy. Don't hear, instead listen. Work for outcome, not for income. Your practice is not your business, it's a service. So remember all these points for your to be successful entrepreneur or doctorpreneur, I'll say, is a good terminology for all the doctors who want to excel in their field. To be a good doctor, you need all these things. And it was Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So dear friends, leadership leads self-care because leader wears many hats. You all know that we have to do all these things. And what we can do for that self-care, when you are flying, the flight instructor mentions that oxygen mask yours first. Always remember, you should focus on yourself first and then help others, like that. The oxygen mask yours first, then help others. Self-care is not just good for you, but it is your for productivity as well. And nurture relationships, colleagues, don't be insecure, family, give time for juniors, be a mentor. Very important quotation, I liked it very much. Most hospipreneur don't burn out because of overwork. Why? Because they are doctors, they know hard work. We know how to do hard work, we are used to it. So they burn out because of the emotional exhaustion. So it's there in one line, always bring on your A game to counter this. I'll take 1 or 2 more minutes with the permission of the team. Can we proceed? Yeah, okay, thank you. Leadership, if you cannot handle stress, you cannot success. Push yourself because no one else is going to do for you. Train your mind for any adversity. And this was a beautiful study. They say that for entrepreneurship, take support from friends and the family, and that improves the entrepreneur's well-being, lower stress, increases satisfaction, reduces the chance of business success. I am again in love with this quotation regarding time management. It was Islamic scholar Hassan al-Basri who mentioned that as much as you fix your salah, your life will be fixed. If you're wondering why there is a delay in your sustenance, in your marriage, in your work, in your health, look into your salah. Are you delaying it? So focus on your time management through salah. And these are the things. Take a break from your schedule, especially during the stressful time, from this atomic habits item. Sometimes doing less can help you to do more, in fact. And why professionals should take break to upgrade their skills. Even we are thinking of sending our consultant for 3-day conference sponsored by our hospital, because it was my, again I'm an ardent fan of this Mr. Robin Sharma, who mentioned that to double your income and impact, triple your investment in 2 areas. Your personal development and professional education. And we all know that it's all about money, honey at the end. So you must focus on this, taking the professional upgrade. Leadership, kind words and forgiveness are better than charity, followed by injury. Forgiveness is most important, not something we do for others. Very important point to remember. It's something we do for ourselves to get well and move on. At times, if the patient expires and relatives are not willing to pay the amount, we convince them, mayyat ke upar koi kharza nahi hona chahiye. But even if after that they're not willing to pay, we close their accounts and ask them to take it the body, like that. So you have to learn forgiveness. Very important point, my dear friends and colleagues. Take care of your colleagues, but avoid criticizing it. Remember this Christian Bell, after going through this code, no one will criticize others. You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only be criticized by someone who is doing less. So avoid criticizing dear friends, your friend. This is again a very important Quran ayah, and that is our inspiration. And I'll ask all you people to think of it. What is wrong with you that you do not help each other? So I'll request all of people sitting here, start big hospitals, constructing big hospitals in your area, because lots of super specialist doctors, Muslim non-Muslims are coming, and they're not having any place to settle down. So I'll request you all, you ask us also, whenever I meet my dear friend Dr. Ishtiaq, I'm not able to see him here. Is he there? Dr. Ishtiaq Ansari, Neurosurgeon Pacific, whenever I meet him, I ask him, you also start a big hospital, and he insists us also to start a big hospital, because we need it. So we have to follow this. What is wrong with you that you do not help each other? So dear friend, innovation is important. That requires distinguishing between the leader and a follower. And this is the innovation. I'm like sharing one of the case where this you can appreciate there is a listhesis, the vertebrae bodies are moved over each other. There are several ways to put a cat, bella cat they say. There are several ways to put these screws to correct this listhesis, and one way is navigation. That machine costs almost 30 to 50 lakh. And one of the way the creative idea stuck to our mind, can we use this 3D technology? And we use this 3D technology. We asked one Gujarat fellow to give the zigs, and we used the zigs and this all the screw. And this image is at par with that of the navigation surgeries we do by computer assisted surgeries. So to get the world class, it is absolutely essential to become excellent innovator. This hardly costs 8 to 10,000 as compared to that 50 lakh machine. So you have to think. And very few slides I'm having remaining. If you have a strong connection with your maker, you will be warned when something doesn't feel right. Remember always, the word called is intuition or gut feeling, but the truth is the Almighty giving you inkling of what lies ahead. Pay close attention because it can save you from a calamity. At times we admit patient in the OPD, in a heavy OPD we admit patient, then realize that the relatives are not good. Patient is also not behaving well. So at that time you should take a call by this your gut feeling or intuition or signal from Almighty, I'll say, and send that, refer that patient to the higher authorities. Using this communication. Recently launched this Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses we have started using for video consulting in our OPD practice. So that patient relative should not say that you have not informed about the possible complication to us. To prevent the complication, patients, relatives, everything, communication is the important tool. Few medical legal aspect, never buy a property in your personal name. Use an LLC, limited liability company, or a trust instead. This protects your asset in case of a lawsuit. Professional indemnity and hospital indemnity is a very important thing. In fact, we are thinking of offering our consultant, we are going to buy professional indemnity for you to retain them in our hospital. It's our future plan. These two ayats, last two slides, these are the ayats which my father-in-law, Dr. Sharif Deshmukh, always speak whenever we meet, whenever we are having meeting. And he always says that Allah se uska fazal manga karo, and Allah ka shukr ada karo aur upar chadhte jao bolke. So it is there, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you. I am in love with this quotation. This is my last slide. My professor always, Dr. Deethan, always complete his talk with this Alfred Toffler quote. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Thank you very much, dear friends.